So I will say, as an proud owner of a BenQ monitor myself, which I think at least was and I think still is EVO standard. Certainly, if you look at displaylag.com, you can get a lot of the RL series has pretty good statistics on how little lag they have. So yeah,
still rocking
I'm a
the
fan.
CRT.
Yeah,
I'm still
I
rocking
mean,
the fatty, dude. I'm not afraid.
You know, sometimes you want to play some Street Fighter V. You know, I've got a sick Cammy. I'm playing a little Ibuki.
Yeah.
And you know, gotta go for the best.
I'm a Stream Warrior main. I don't
yeah?
actually. I haven't played the game yet at all.
Yeah,
I've watched a bunch.
I feel it. I'm definitely gonna be watching a bunch this weekend. So we got a FATGOKU coming up. This is FATGOKU from Oregon. Looks like they're just having a bit of a button check right now, and I am not familiar with the other player, but I really like his tag.
Yeah.
The Grime Reaper.
The Grime
that's
Reaper.
That's actually pretty sick. So I will say that FATGOKU, he's been rising in the ranks. He was just outside of the top 100 as of the latest Neom SSBM rank.
Oh, really?
So he's like, yeah, he was in the 100 to 110 range, if I remember correctly, when the full list was published.
Okay.
So, and you know, that's kind of what we can expect out of him. He's actually, I think, the top ranked player in Oregon right now, which actually is impressive because Eggs had an iron grip over that scene, if you remember.
Yeah.
The legendary Eggs. And FATGOKU, I think, actually usually beats him at locals. So that's pretty good. Which also means he's going to be really well versed in the Fox Ditto.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be on Grime Reaper to sort of, I guess, pull the upset. I'm not too familiar with him. I don't know how strong he is, but I guess we're about to find out.
It's a volatile matchup. It's the kind of thing where you can play bad for 2 seconds and lose 2 stock.
Yeah.
So
that's for sure. I think FATGOKU is going to be the green one.
Okay.
Ooh, I like the Waveland bait already. Okay, and he reads a really fast side B with that forward smash. Doesn't pan out.
Yeah, that's always a bit of a bummer, but if you've got a read on someone's movement this early into the game, don't worry if your timing's a little off. Just be like, okay, cool. I've got an idea of what he's doing. Right. And on the flip side, if something gets called out like that, don't let the fact that you lived make you think, hey, that was great. Pay close attention to what they did and whether or not they know what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure, because you have to recognize, so you're saying you have to recognize when it's like, okay, I'm actually living on borrowed time right now. This guy's actually, he knows what I'm up to. I gotta switch it up.
Yeah. And, oh, there we go. That's extremely smooth tech chase, and I like the choice of pushing him to the platform, catches man at the double jump. He's dead?
Yeah.
He's pretty dead.
0 to death. That was a very clean combo. That's what you want to see out of Fox Dittos. And so what that tells me is that if FATGOKU's playing like that, you know, he's hitting his, you know, bona fide real Fox combos, it's kind of on Grime Reaper to step it up and like, you're not going to win this because your opponent's playing poorly.
Yep. We got right there. We got the flowchart back air. Tip for tat. Gets the stock off at just the same.
Tech chase, yeah. He's hitting those. Ooh.
And again, another nice force to the ground using the Fox ground speed to actually catch up. One of the best things you can do as Fox is just abuse the fact that you're so fast on the ground, send them below, and get there. Don't worry about getting juggles all the time unless, I guess they're a floaty, and that's what you do. 80 up airs.
Because they're not going to be on the ground. And geez, the follow-ups from FATGOKU right now.
Yeah, that is
a little slow on the flowchart back here, but nice. FATGOKU commanding game 1.
Phew. That was actually, yeah, that was pretty violent.
Grime Reaper, I mean, he had some nice little plays at the beginning. I liked his Waveland back to grab, but like, you know, he went for like a back throw into very specific read on an edge guard gimp. And FATGOKU just had 0 to deaths off up throws the whole game, so.
Yep. Ooh, yeah, that looks just about right. That's, you know, that honestly, it kind of looks like he's been studying our model F in matches.
Yeah.
Straight up. That was so straight out of Europe.
Yeah.
Like the rising bear that says, okay, if you go low, it's going to catch you. If you go high, I have time to find you.
Yeah.
Pushes him out, does that long, graceful drop.
Yeah, because you want to get there the last moment when the fire is done being active.
Yep. Oh yeah, and that from earlier on when he totally called out you pointed out he called out forward B with forward smash, and it didn't work out. He's been reading those forward beats so successfulely. The last time he got a roll into grab, and this time he actually just went all the way to the end and stood there, and Grime Reaper fell right into it.
Yeah, that was actually sick. So, I don't know, I mean, we've seen in game 1, again, he's doing that ledge hop side B. He should definitely be noticing that it's getting called out.
Yep. And in that case, even though he didn't get hit, he actually put himself just back in the corner on the other side of Fountain with it. And it caused him to end up in the exact same position that he was before. Nope. FATGOKU trying to do moonwalks now.
Trying to do something, yeah.
I think he's feeling himself.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say at this point, I think to him, the set probably feels like a foregone conclusion. And the onus is on Grime Reaper to pull this back.
I mean, it's a Fox Ditto. You're always a couple shines away from losing, but that is contingent upon actually having the control that gets him on having the reads on the other person's movements. And right now, he's the one looking like he's about to get blipped. And
yeah.
Ooh, but he does. You know, he gets a little freebie.
Okay, there's the dash dance grab.
Platform from Fountain, being FATGOKU's homie right there. And ooh, I'm liking the fast fall up airs though.
Yeah, for sure. But see that and that edge guard, you're just praying, right? You're sitting there like, please go to the ledge.
Yeah.
And I know if you took a second and looked at me, you would see that I'm charging a forward smash, and you'd never go to the ledge. But I'm really hoping I catch you off guard right now.
Yeah. I hope you made the decision so far in advance that you don't even look at me. Yeah, it's kind of hard to like change the joystick position in a way that's not going to get you killed.
Right.
But when you literally have everywhere else to go but down and forward, like you could go straight up and you'd survive.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Right, up throw up air, that'll do it. Good stuff to FATGOKU. Solid set.
Yeah. Grime Reaper, I mean, he moved fine. He looked like he had the right idea on follow-ups. He was mostly just off by a tiny bit. We saw him basically repeat the same edge guards back to FATGOKU, said, you can do it, I can do it too. So nothing really wrong with his play, just outplayed a little bit, a little faster, a little sharper.
And it seemed like he had, he had some smart plays in the beginning, but it did feel like as he started getting steamrolled, he definitely had some desperation moves he was sort of doing, and he kind of stopped trying to actually bait FATGOKU in and just like kind of seemed like he was just hoping to get hits.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that definitely happens when you start falling behind. Like, the moment you see glimmer of hope anywhere, because you have nothing, you jump at it. And a lot of the times that's what better players exploit. It's just they give you these fake openings, and after you've gotten, smacked around the level so much the entire game, you're like, oh, you're letting me back on right here, and then suddenly there's something really embarrassing waiting for you on the other side. It's like, you idiot, what are you doing here? You know that's not going to work. It's like, yeah, but when you're in control, you can always make the other guy look kind of like a chump. So, and props to FATGOKU. He hit a lot of really, I just want to say, solid conversions.
Yeah. Anytime we're watching a match and we're saying, ooh, that was straight out of Sweden, that's like a good sign usually for the Fox.
It means you pretty much did the literally correct thing.